The third floor has found success in its previous 2 games in the TAT Winter Tournament and now seeks a clean sweep of the Manila segment as they face up against the Titans Pilipinas, who bounced back strong with an overwhelming victory in its previous assignment. Welcome to Gameville Ballpark here in Mandaluyong City, the Philippines. Our games today, the third floor will take on the Titans Pilipinas. Second game, 2:30 p.m., Aces versus the Wildcats. Hello, everybody. My name is Sandy Grumo, and with me is Bill Velasco, and Jess Constantino will be our courtside reporter. Good afternoon to you, Bill. And what a performance by third floor yesterday, down by 15 points in the first half, but they recovered in the third period, outscoring the Aces 28-12.
All right, near invincible Aces fell to the great system being used by the third floor, and they're on an emotional high now. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the Titans Pilipinas will keep up with them. Remember, the Titans have had trouble with the Aces, and now they're going to face the third floor.
And now we go to the other side. Titans Pilipinas defeated the Wildcats 83-56 in the fourth quarter. The Wildcats scored only 5 points, while the Titans Pilipinas scored 21 points.
Well, the Wildcats really have to show that they're here to compete, and yesterday was really very, very sad for them. 1 out of 19 from three-point range, and they got walloped off the board. So the Titans and the third floor are both on a high right now, but I think the test will be the consistency of third floor.
We'll turn you over to Jess Constantino. Jess.
Sandy and Bill, yesterday's win is a confidence booster for the Titans Pilipinas, especially that they are playing against an undefeated team today. Coach TJ mentioned that for this game, they wanted to focus on their defense and rebounding, especially the third floor has an aggressive big in James Milton and shifty guards in Pardo, Yutok, and Anderson. Meanwhile, for the third floor, Coach Eman Montfort shared that they weren't favored to win yesterday, so he really wanted to give credit to Coach Ethel and the team for responding to the challenge. For their last game of the year, the third floor has 1 goal only, and that is to finish the job. Third floor and Titans Pilipinas tip off when we return. This is TAT Winter Tournament.
Hi everyone, it's nice to see you back here at the Gameville Ballpark in Mandaluyong City. Excitement begins as we bring you the TAT Winter Tournament Grand Finale. The third floor against Titans. Join me in welcoming the starting lineups. First, the Titans Pilipinas. Playing center number 35, Patrick Chuente. At guard number 21, JB De La Cruz. At forward number 16, JP Belenchon. Power forward number 15, Chibuese Ike. And at guard number 12, JJ Caspe. The head coach is J.R. Kawali, assisted by PG Marquez and JC Libunao. Now starting for the third floor. Coming in at center number 27, Ladis Lepalam. Power forward number 23, James King Kong Milton. Ian Pardo. Small forward number 13, Jay Yutuk. Starting at guard number 3, Gerald Anderson. The third floor is led by the minion, Eman Montfort. Assistant coaches, Edel Taborda and Zach Villalon. Referees for this ball game are Archie Ferrer, John Cabiles, and Danny Rivera.
The starters for the third floor, Gerald Anderson, Ian Pardo, Ladis Lipalam, Ian Utok, and James Milton. The Titans will start with JV De La Cruz, John Caspi, Pat Twente, JP Belinchon, and Ike Chibuezi.
Right, strongest possible five for Titans Pilipinas. They really want to get off to a good start here. Normally, Belinchon comes off the bench, but that is not the case today.
And the Titans Pilipinas controlling the tip. They defeated the Wildcats yesterday. An overwhelming victory for them.
And that was a huge win. They had bumped off the previously invincible Aces yesterday.
The ball stays with the Titans Pilipinas. Leading the way for them in yesterday's game was JV De La Cruz, who top scored with 15 points.
Very remarkable all-around player.
And he was 6 out of 14 from the field, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. Foul committed by Pat Twente. How about the third floor of Gerald Anderson?
Great
Bench points, 28 for the team.
Great second half yesterday. Utuk and Anderson in particular played very well. There's the pick and roll.
Lipalam missing outside, rebounded by JV De La Cruz. We are just underway here inside the Gameville Ballpark in the city of Mandaluyong, the Philippines. The three, no, air ball for John Caspi.
Utuk was a revelation yesterday. 16 points. Great shooting, especially in the first half.
Utuk misfires, rebounded by Ike.
Now, the disadvantage of third floor here is now they've been scouted.
Yes. You know, they're very quick, they're very fast, and we can see their system, and they are following their system. That's why they've won 2 games already here.
A lot of intensity. Uh-oh, somebody got left down.
Ike will score downstairs. Caspi with the assist. 2-0 is our score. Gerald Anderson with the...
Well, you're going to expect a little bit of a letdown if you're the third floor because they had a very inspiring but tiring win yesterday. So they might come out a little slow in this game.
8 minutes, 17 seconds remaining in the first quarter. JV De La Cruz setting up the table. Pardo on him. Belinchon. Here is Caspi.
A lot of shooters on this Titans squad.
Utok picks up the foul. It's his first personal. And the second team foul. Or first team foul for the third floor.
Yes, they're coming out a little flat here, a step behind. Because with all the quick turnarounds we have, you don't really have time to practice or even recover.
John Caspi, 1 out of 3 yesterday. Scored only 2 points and did not go to the free throw line. Had 4 rebounds, but with 8 assists.
That's big. They need that.
And he goes 2 out of 2 at the free throw line to start the first period.
4-0. And, the important thing for third floor, a lot of young players should keep their emotions in check now because they might get frustrated.
Well, they are a slow starter.
That is true.
Milton misfires. Now that's 0 of 3 from the field. And that's 1 out of 4 now for the third floor. That will be their first 2 points of the game.
Lipalam, a lot of great effort there. And, they only started this game with 1 import.
Yeah.
So that's confidence in their locals.
Picked up by Pardo in the
Nice
hands of
pass.
Utuk. Now we're tied at 4-all.
Just like that.
De La Cruz, Pardo keeping an eye on him. Twente providing the screen.
One of the things also going for third floor, as you see the reach-in foul there, is, Eman Monfort was a point guard. So if you're a point guard, you know all the plays.
It's the extension of the coach.
Yes.
Inside the basketball court, and that will be the second team foul.
Yes.
For the third floor.
Lenda coming in now for Lipalam.
Titans Pilipinas shot 47% from the field yesterday, 34 of 71.
A lot of balance also on this third floor team.
And JB was their top scorer, 20. Yes.
That's really his shot. That's really his shot, the 12 to 15 footer.
He scored 11 points yesterday and was 5 out of 6 from the field. 20. 6.5 remaining.
Good matchup here, Lenda versus 20.
Oh,
Both are athletic and big.
you can't see the separation there, but Lindan able to control the basketball.
Yes. Sometimes, when you're in the low post, the offensive player is going to lean on you and you back up and
Yeah.
he loses his balance.
It's like pulling the chair.
Yes, exactly.
De La Cruz, 0 of 2 to start. He sees space, going glass, and will score on the layup.
With the left hand, and so you see the versatility of JB De La
Yep.
Cruz. And sometimes that's the way you have to do it. You can't expect your outside shots to fall right away, so take some shots closer to the basket for a higher percentage.
Gerald Anderson will take it. It rims out, rebounded by King Kong. Yutuk.
Oh, now they're marking Yutuk. They saw how he shot the lights out yesterday.
And a foul on Ike. He poked the eye of Justin or James Milton. His first personal and the first team foul for the Titans Pilipinas.
Pretty low scoring start to our ball game. Nice steal. They stole those 2 points.
Well, versus the Aces yesterday, both teams started well in the first quarter, Bill.
Yes.
Third floor were hitting their shots from long range, and also the Aces. Caspi.
That's a foul. Yutuk. There's too many fouls being committed by the third floor here.
That will be their third.
They're still, I think, physically maybe recovering from yesterday. There's an adrenaline letdown. You're feeling the aches and pains because you played 2 games already.
And Yutuk will be taken out now. Nepomuceno in the game for the first time. 5:25 remaining. De La Cruz, he
Nice drop.
drops it to 20, who finds trouble with it. Picked up by Linda.
Tuente is not really a low post player.
Foul is called. So too many fouls given up here in the first
Oh, yes.
first quarter.
Slowing down to a crawl. Still have over 5 minutes to go.
It's number 3 for the Titans Pilipinas.
Melton was the best player in their first game.
Yep. Well, James Milton played for 29 minutes yesterday, scored 15 points and 7 out of 12 from the field. And
I think the rebounding picture is more important for third floor.
we'll turn you over now to Jess Constantino. Jess?
Sandy and Bill finish the job. This is written in bold capital letters on the third floor's whiteboard inside the locker room. According to Coach Eman, for them to be able to do this, they have to keep winning every possession, they have to outrun the Titans, and they need to look out for Titans key players, the trifecta of De La Cruz, Ike, and Trente. Gentlemen.
All right. And, Sandy, one of the things that I believe it was Xavier Alexander who said yesterday, and Gerald Anderson heard him, he said, they're not better, they're just working harder.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The third floor yesterday in their win against the Aces, they worked hard, they defended well,
Yes.
and they pressure the shooters, especially Denzel Wong and Marcus Elliott.
Elliott had an amazing first half.
Yes. But succumbed to pressure in the second half.
Yeah, Mark Doligo, and he's going to be a tough matchup. Assuming his shot selection is really, really good.
James Milton going all the way for the layup.
And you saw there was a screen in the paint. So once he got past his defender, no problem.
And a timeout here. And this timeout is brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. Let's take a look at this replay here. Justin Or James Milton going all the way to score on the beautiful layup.
And with a little help from his teammates.
Yes. James Milton, his numbers in yesterday's game versus the Aces.
I told you, double-double, 12 rebounds are a big number for this league, considering we only play 10-minute quarters. Yeah. And the shooting percentage means he picks his spots very well.
4 minutes and 40 to go in the first quarter. Now pressure being put up by third floor.
They're switching it up now on defense, and you know, J.R. Kawaling called this timeout because he wants to stop the momentum of third floor.
James Milton and Mark Duligo, former teammates when they played for Pola Pilipinas RPG when we started the Asian tournament. They're in Foshan in China.
It feels like such a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it was just this year.
Yes, that was last April. Nice reverse, nice feed by the immortal Mark Duligon and John Caspi. No problem for him scoring underneath.
Well, that's the point. They have a lot of great scorers, but they have to work together. You can't just isolate or expect somebody to take his shots on his own.
Makoy Marcos is blocked by Ike. Good tap there by JV to Mark Duligon. Marcos trying to reach in, trying to steal that basketball. Picked up by 20. Back out to Mark Duligon. Marcos on him. JV incoming. And he is fouled by Vasquez. That's a 3.
You know, you should recognize also, he was looking over his shoulder, so you knew he wasn't fully concentrated on the shot.
And that's why he will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws.
What I mean by that is if you're the defender, you've already done your job. You've distracted him. No need to try to block the shot.
David De La Cruz, 6 out of 14 yesterday and 2 out of 4 from the free throw line. 42% shooting from the field for David De La Cruz.
It's not too good.
Played for the University of Cebu back in 2017 in the Sisafi. Under 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
And, you know, Titans Pilipinas are still in pretty good shape. They're leading, and third floor has not been able to run yet.
Yes, by the way, this is our last game this year.
No, the next game will be our last game for this
The
year.
next game will be our last game this year.
Yes.
And we will start the new year with a bang there in Bangkok,
yes,
Thailand,
absolutely.
as James Milton will score again.
No fireworks for us. We fly out January 1st.
3.5 remaining.
Question, Sandy, is where are you going to find a quiet place to sleep on New Year's Eve?
I'll be staying in the airport for 2 hours. Milton.
At least it's quiet there. Yes,
Nice play
great
there
alley-oop.
by the third floor.
That's what I was talking about. Now they're starting to run. Now you should get worried. They've taken the lead back.
You know, James Milton is having a grand time with the third floor, Bill.
Yes. Chuente. Trouble with post-up. He posted up a little too high because he's really not a center.
Outside shot, no, and rebounded by Nepomuceno.
Nepomuceno, one of the smallest guys on the floor, boxing out the biggest guy on the floor. Something they have to work on.
Linda.
He's
Fouled by Ike. That will be number 2 for Ike.
Lenda now more active, more involved on offense compared to the past couple of games. I think they've scouted, you know, Ike, and they're looking at the flaws in his footwork.
Scored only 8 points yesterday. And was 4 out of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from the free throw line.
Ooh.
And he gets the first of 2 at the free throw line. And now goes 2 out of 2 at the line. First 2 points for Demarkai Linda.
Look at the defensive pressure being shown
Yep.
here by the third floor. And Tuligon, he's a great facilitator, but he's not great at bringing up the ball.
Yep.
You have to recognize that. And
Especially from up high.
yeah, maybe send in another point guard or have JV De La Cruz come over to help. Uh-oh.
Bad pass by Mark Duligon. No hesitation, 3.
See, they wisely have not been taking a lot of threes yet because when you're tired, when you lack sleep, it's going to be more challenging to hit from the outside right away.
Mark Duligon with a move.
Yes, he's really a tough matchup because he has the size and the mobility.
And he has so many moves.
Yes, a very rare combination. And you see Lenda giving advice to the younger players. Don't give up the baseline. I'm here to help if you force him down the middle.
Now the third floor over the foul limit with 2 minutes and 13 to go.
Pretty close game, but yesterday they were down by 15 and still came roaring back. So if I'm Titans Pilipinas, okay, I'm satisfied, but I shouldn't be complacent. Good effort there by Titans Pilipinas to keep the ball on their side. Uh-oh.
Ariar had his moments yesterday. First 2 points for Kent Ariar.
Third floor slipping a little bit on defense now, and that's going to happen after such an emotional high yesterday. And these are young players. They really just have to suck it up and get back into the same mindset.
Vasquez, 2 points for him. It's a pretty close first quarter. 18 for third floor Titans, 17. Final 2 minutes of the first quarter. Mark Duligon scored only 5 points yesterday. Versus the Wildcats, Duligon thought he was fouled. Now he has 5 points.
He actually got away with hooking Nepomuceno. Just did it so well.
Foul on Ike. That will be his third personal. Now he will be a liability on defense.
Absolutely. And they need him for rebounding. So he's going to sit down now. Twente is going to come in. Couple of subs now for the third floor also. And Lenda, who hasn't played that much yet, will sit down. And this is a good time to rest your import because a minute left plus the break in between quarters should be more than enough.
Portales is at the line. Scored only 2 points yesterday. Played for almost 7 minutes. 1 out of 2 from the field. Did not go to the free throw line.
We're learning a lot about these young players on the third floor, some of whom didn't even see action in college. And they're surprising and they're following the system so well.
Yeah. And also, Gerald Anderson did not play varsity basketball. But he's such a good player.
First gained attention by joining a reality series.
And Pardo guarding Caspi. Caspi spins. It goes out of bounds.
Trouble with the handle now. And you notice Duligon was not involved in that play. Sometimes they're more effective when he's really the one. When somebody brings up the ball, hands it to him, and he can create for others.
Marcos.
A lot of weak side cuts here for third floor.
27 seconds to go. Pardo is fouled by John Caspi. JJ Caspi. Which is first.
Titans Pilipinas also in the penalty, so he's going to take 2 free throws. I thought he was going to give up the ball. But since he was already in the air, it's considered an active shooting foul.
And the line is Cyan Pardo. 5 out of 6 from the field yesterday. 83% shooting. Major factor in their comeback.
Oh, yeah.
Versus the Aces, especially in the third period, where they outscored the Aces 28-12. He scored 12 points yesterday.
Oh, he misses both. And you've got a glimpse of Eman Monfort at the sideline. The teaching never ends if you're a really good coach.
Brian missing And Chuente unable to control the rebound.
Third floor is challenging everything. The layup, the rebound, the
Oh, that
inbound pass.
And that was a sorry miss by Brown Mecca
Yes.
because he was wide open inside. Timeout is brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. That's the third floor.
Smart timeout here, Sandy, because they have 9 seconds. That's more than enough time to set up a good shot and increase their chances of scoring to end the first quarter.
Li Ning is the official basketball of the Asian tournament. 9.3 remaining in the first quarter.
Pretty decent quarter for both teams. The third floor, you sort of get the feeling they haven't stepped on the gas yet. You see the difference in the defense between the two teams. No pressure at all in the backcourt for Titans.
Milton, 2 seconds.
1/10 of a second. This quarter should be considered over already. Because you cannot score with less than 3/10 of a second. But of course, they're allowing for the time for the technical committee to press the button.
Even if it's an alley-oop play.
Yeah.
Will they count it or not?
I'm sure the Titans have something to say about that. How can you score with 1/10 of a second?
J.R. Kawaling not happy with it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And it was a three-pointer, too.
Oh, it's very close, Bill. Will they count it or not?
Human factor.
Oh, they will not count it. All right. So at the end of one, the third floor up by 120-19. All right, TAT fans here inside the Gameville ballpark. We're about to start the second period, and our where is she? Our face of the crowd, brought to you by Erase Beauty Care, Rada Saili. All right, our face of the crowd, brought to you by Erase Beauty Care, and maybe we'll put the number there of Robert the Bruce.
Yupanko. He has eyes everywhere. One of the best in the business.
Eyes at the back of his head also.
And on top of his head.
Too many eyes for Robert the Bruce Yupanko.
Very interesting game. You can see there's a little bit of feeling out on the part of third floor. It's not normal for teams to be playing every day, but that's how we roll here in the TAT.
Jojo Konana seeing action in the second period. We'll start the second period.
That's a great
James
lesson
Milton scoring.
in making a pass in tight spaces. You can still make a bounce pass in tight spaces because they will be expecting the lob.
James Milton with 6 points. Largest lead of the third floor here. We have a foul.
Inadvertent contact there.
You know, this guy, McCoy Marcos, is a tough player.
Yeah.
A physical defender.
Very athletic too. They're committing too many fouls compared to the past couple of days.
And this will be the first time that I'm seeing J.R. Kawaling standing here in the Manila leg of the Asian tournament.
Well, he knows how important this game
Oh,
is.
yes. A win here for the Titans. They will tie the third floor 2-1 record.
Yes, and if the Aces also win later, they will join them at 2-1.
Yes.
It's a very interesting situation.
There will be no championship game here in Manila because the continuation will be in Bangkok come January 2.
And you have a lot of teams waiting for them there.
Yes, two from Thailand. We have a team from Macau, a team from Hong Kong, and Laos.
Oh, yes.
James Milton very aggressive here in the first half. Konanan, oh, that was a tight pass. Another assist for Jojo Konanan.
Nice little up and under reverse here. Loenda, really very smart player.
How did he do that?
Well, you have
Seeing
to,
a teammate.
You have to really emphasize, put some oomph into it, put up his head and shoulders, and you're going to believe that he's going to shoot.
You know, when you are a veteran player, you know exactly where you are inside the court and your teammates.
Yes,
So, chemistry is not a problem for third floor, Bill.
absolutely. That's the good thing about it because they know, we don't have any superstars. We only have 2 imports, so we have to help each other out.
And even their imports, they're not adjusting to the system. They are loving the system.
Oh, yeah. They're not making the system adjust to them.
Duligon fakes met by Espanola.
He hasn't been touching the ball the past couple of minutes.
The swing to the corner for 3 as Bry will miss. Espanola brings it across, met by Duligon. Makoy Marcos, guarded by Mecca. Shot clock at 13. Hard drive by Makoy Marcos. That was, for me, the best thing to do.
Yes, early
attacking
release.
the hole.
Now, in countries like Serbia, they teach the one-step takeoff so you can beat the big man to the basket. I like the fact that the Titans players are talking on the court because normally they just let things slide.
Good point. Kent Ariar with his first personal. And the second team foul for the Titans. The Titans, they've been in foul trouble since the first quarter. They committed so many fouls already.
Absolutely. That's
And
why
James Milton keeping it alive.
That's why Ike is on the bench.
Yeah.
Melton handoff.
Picked up by Espanola.
Shot clock winding down.
2 seconds. Marcos missing from long distance.
JV has been quiet. The Ligon has been quiet. They're not really getting the touches.
And Bilinchon did not. He did start, but after starting in the first quarter,
He became invisible.
.809 to go. Marcos is replaced by Jay Utok. Konanan also go back to the bench. So what's the problem there? Konanan with 2 beautiful assists.
Titans have to keep an eye on Utok and make sure he doesn't really get the ball anywhere within 20 feet.
20 is fouled.
Good screen there by Duligon.
Duligo was asking for the ball, but it never came, and so he did a good screen for 20 to go strong to the basket, and 20 will score using the glass.
That's not that common anymore.
Remember the South Korean player during was that the Asian Games in 2002 in Busan?
Yes.
Moon, I forgot the name. Using the board always when he shoot the free throws.
Greater margin for error. You don't have to be as precise.
Milton trying to be acrobatic. Linda missing. Loose ball picked up
Nobody to throw the ball to.
by the Titans. Duligon can't shake off Espanola. JV De La Cruz with the attempt from the outside. He's been struggling here in the first half.
Third floor always has at least 3 bodies under the basket for the possible rebound.
Linda. Oh, what a floater from the big man.
It's nothing. Like I do that all the time. We love the personality of these imports. 4-point lead now for the third floor.
Macbaloa. Duligon.
Now
Going glass and will score.
it's time for Mark Duligon to take over.
Yeah.
Because they need more consistent scoring. Nice little ankle-breaking move there.
Ian Pardo scoring. No problem for him to score.
Just a tiny little jab step to the right. Got the defender guessing.
6.5 remaining here in the first half. Shot clock 12 seconds. Here is Mark. He hesitated for a while. Milton bounce pass to Pardo for 2.
Perfectly run. No need to dribble anymore. That's an assist.
This is the largest lead of the third floor. 30-24.
Now they've got the Titans Pilipinas have to start to worry here because they're not shooting that well.
Rebounded by Linda. Yutok.
Smart move. Saw 4 defenders and doesn't want to risk it. Not a good shot from Melton.
5:51 remaining. We'll turn you over now to Jess Constantino. Jess, what's the latest?
Sandy and Bill, ever heard the saying, what's meant for you will not miss you? This is exact description of Ian Pardo's journey in basketball. He never played high school and college ball because in his admission, he had fun. In fact, had too much fun when he was a student. That prevented him in being included in a varsity team. While there are a lot of what ifs, Ian is making up for the lost years and more focused than ever to make a name for himself. Yesterday was a testament of what he can do as a player and that he belongs here. Gentlemen.
By the way, Gerald Anderson is back in the game already.
Timing is everything.
Yeah. It's not a no, it's a not yet.
Yes, definitely.
What is not meant for you
Yeah.
will not miss you?
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess we're all reading the same books.
Thank you, Jess.
All away. Not a good shot for JV.
Third floor running again, but that was a turnover for Pardo.
Better alertness on the part of Titans.
EK is fouled on his way to the basket. That was a good foul by Ujan. Preventing EK to score. A 3-point play also.
Now this is where both teams' benches are very important. Hold down the fort, play better defense, sacrifice yourself. JP Belencion also back on the floor, by the way. He's been
On and off.
on and off in this leg. There's something bothering him, you can tell.
EK playing with 3 fouls already here
Yes.
in the first half.
He has to be really careful. Still 5 minutes to go, but they need him because you've got the other team slowly building a lead.
Anderson draws the double. Ujan outside to Yutok. He took the step and the spin and the bucket.
Nice little fall away there. Nobody home.
And they're not coming back on defense as JJ Caspe will score on the other end.
That's what happens when you insert new players into the 5 that's on the floor.
Yep.
There's some confusion on their roles. It's a pretty tall 5 for third floor and playing with only 1 import.
Linda. EK standing in there. Picked up by Yutok.
Fresh shot clock.
Pardo. Nice move.
Beautiful pass
Ujan
inside.
travels though.
That was an incredible pass.
4:06 remaining in the first half.
By the way, the third floor is in the penalty. Titans are 1 foul away.
Jethro Sombrero also in the game.
Shot clock winding down.
The Jethro getting the offensive rebound and the bucket.
They need that.
You know, he was trying to push away Pardo there downstairs.
They need more effort from the locals on the rebounding end because once third floor gets the ball, their thinking is to run.
You know, this little guy, Ian Pardo, he's not afraid to bang bodies inside. He's a physical player, and I love his level of aggression here.
Yeah. And you have to take that out of your mind. So what if your shot gets blocked? It's part of the game.
Good backs out by Jethro Sombrero.
Absolutely nice.
That was not a backs out anymore. It's a blackout.
Off to the races.
Anderson with the steal. Alley-oop play, yes. Nice play there for the third floor. And J.R. Kawaling not happy with his boys. 34-30. This timeout is brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. All right, we are back. Gerald Anderson with a beautiful feed to Yutok.
He was aware that if he gave a bounce pass, then it showed him to pick it off. So he lobbed it over the defense. But just a 4-point lead now for the third floor.
Gerald Anderson, what a performance yesterday, exploding again in the second half.
He had 19 points in their first game.
16 yesterday.
Yes.
And he averaged 17.5 here in the Manila leg.
Since when did you do math?
I did ask you during the pre-prod.
This is what Titans Pilipinas needs to be more aggressive. Match the intensity of third floor.
And so far, J.J. Caspi is answering the call for the Titans, Bill.
He's making up for the absence in scoring of J.P. Belenchon.
And J.V. De La Cruz.
Yes, J.V. De La Cruz too.
It's been
They've been unusually,
17 minutes already, and J.V. De La Cruz is still struggling here in the first half. And they are within striking distance, 34-33. Have you seen the movie Striking Distance? That's Bruce Willis.
It must have been before my time. You shouldn't set yourself up like that.
10 seconds remaining in the shot clock.
Melton has been struggling against EK.
Oh, Milton missing again. He gets it back and will score in the third serving.
Screaming for a foul.
2 minutes and 23. I said that because our director is like, Robert the Bruce. 2:15 to go. Shot clock at 10 seconds. Caspi again will score. That was a tough shot by Caspi.
They need to make a defensive adjustment against him. Perhaps put a bigger player on him.
Yeah, so many moves also.
And it takes a bite into that lead.
Anderson.
They've been guarding him well. He hasn't had the room to move. To start an
Milton
attack.
Started the move outside and finishing it inside. He's in double figures already.
That's smart because EK has 3 fouls.
Oh, yes.
And Trent is on the bench.
He fits to the system of the third floor. I'm talking about James Milton.
You said it.
EK will score now.
Good
First
pass.
2 points for EK.
Good pass from Caspe. So Caspe is playing hero for Titans Pilipinas.
14 of the 24.
Anderson missing. Here we go again. Another escape. Another fast break.
escape. And J.J. Caspi providing spark for the Titans Pilipinas. Let's take a look at this pass from JJ Caspi. And EK with his first 2 points of the game and the finish by JJ Caspi, providing spark for the Titans Pilipinas.
Been scoring consecutively, and that's why he's a threat. That's why he drove the defense, and that's why he was able to get that assist.
EK playing with 3 fouls, only 2 points here in the game. And the Titans up by 1, 39-38.
They're going to be playing with a bit of a disadvantage here. As you have Linda coming into the game, and you know they're going to attack EK.
1 minute remaining. Shot clock reads at 14 seconds. Anderson finds trouble with it, and he gives up the dribble. He was momentarily open. He gives it to Linda, and Linda was able to score.
Go for the higher percentage shot.
Oh, yes. 40 seconds remaining in the first half.
We have a seesaw game in our hands.
Oh, JJ Caspi again is scoring for the Titans Pilipinas. A 2-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock.
Caspi making the big plays in this quarter.
And De La Cruz pushed away Jeb Bulawan. That's the fourth team foul for Titans Pilipinas, and EK will go back to the bench. Chuente back in the game for the Titans Pilipinas.
Anderson's not being given room to shoot.
Look at Jethro Sombrero. He's not happy with that call. He is working hard to defend Gerald Anderson.
Now, even if the referee was behind that play, once the defensive player initiates contact, that's almost 100% sure it's a foul.
Gerald Anderson will go to the free throw line because the Titans, they were in the penalty.
Only 10.6 seconds remaining.
Well, it's been a pretty close first half, Bill.
Absolutely.
It's been back and forth. Largest lead was only
6 points.
6 points.
And one of the things that I like is Titans Pilipinas is showing a lot of resiliency here.
Yes.
And they're trying to find what works. Luckily for them, Caspe is doing a great job of running the floor. But, you know, they have to work on De La Cruz. They have to work on Valencion. You know, these guys need to get their confidence up.
42-41. 5 seconds to go.
Uh-oh.
Caspi. Jethro Sombrero. That will end our first half. He lost track of where he was. First half is done. And now we go to our move of the game. Oh, James Milton.
I think we know what this is.
Well, it was James Milton providing the points in the first half. 42-41.
Nothing EK could do there. He has 3 fouls.
Can't get enough of the action? Basketball fans, the Asian Tournament Top 10 Plays of the Day. At number 10.
Gerald Anderson, Basilio Sacco trying to save it for the Wildcats, but to
There's a
no
foul.
avail.
Second foul on
And the
Gabriel.
basket is good.
Now, Gabriel did not have the quickness to position himself properly, so he ended up pushing.
AJ Madrigal.
At 9.
Pass to nobody in particular.
Unanan. Nice finish there by the third floor.
Great alley-oop.
Salada for three.
Moving to number 8.
Rebound. Mackie Acosta.
Nice
And
alley-oop.
Xavier Alexander with the finish. Jethro shoots over Premac. Now he has 6 points.
At
Brian
7.
Eli. They reactivated Brian Eli. Oh, Sergey Premac. You know, he's always everywhere and ready to score.
Arellano with a great pass there. He was the last
Oh,
minute addition.
Number
Now, he is
6.
1 out of 3 from long distance here in the first half. Good ball fake there by Balua.
Well, you know, they might want to sit Denzel down for a couple of minutes. But, you know, Premac is doing all the damage.
At 5.
Half reason for the Titans to get ahead early. Good thing they were able to recover on the second quarter. So for the second half, the coaches wanted the Aces to start on defense, stop, or at least slow down JV De La Cruz, who looks like having a very good day today. And lastly, the coaches' reminders to the Aces, keep pushing.
Now we go to number 4.
Low post player.
A minute 21 to go in the first.
Nice curl. That's experience.
Charles Galliano with a difficult shot there.
Yeah. And, you know, you see the inexperience when they don't close the base.
The number 3 spot.
The other is to score. At least they got one of the two.
Mark Duligon coming off the bench. He throws up a prayer and he will score.
What a finish to the first quarter.
Wow! So 5 straight points for Mark Duligon. And
Take another
that will
look.
be his second from the field.
Premac had the right idea, forcing him to pick up the ball, but like
Number 2.
Gerald Anderson with 3 field goals here. Perfect from the field. No look pass inside.
Beautiful.
Kai with a slam dunk.
beautiful.
Three-pointer. Charles Galliano from downtown.
That's a great.
And now the
If
number
anything in
1
there.
play of the day.
No need for.
Oh! James Milton up high and down hard.
I was going to say no need to rush, but if you got a sure do, why not?
Sarat finds Gabriela inside, puts a foul.
3-point play opportunity.
And Joshua Miguel.
This is basketball at its best. The Asian Tournament Top 10 Plays of the Day. Can't get enough of the action? Basketball fans, the Asian Tournament Top 10 Plays of the Day. At number 10.
Unsolved mysteries in this game.
Mecca, beautiful reverse by Brian Mecca.
That's the main difference between the benches of the two teams.
At 9.
Played for Coach Renzi Bahar. You with a move.
Great burst of speed there to get past the defense, and all of a sudden it's a tight game. They were once up by 10.
1916.
Moving to number 8.
Marcy sees space. He drops it to Premac for the dunk.
Great presence of mind. Marcia Arellano, a threat. Within
Wow.
3 feet of the basket, had to give up the ball, and he got defense to commit.
At 7.
My question now for the Wildcats is, can they change?
What a shot by JP Bilenchon. It was like a dance step for him.
Yes.
Number 6.
Marcus Elliott with 4 triples already here in the game. Yutuk guarding him. Gayosa. He drops it. Amari. Oh, Du Lacasti Santos will score. Nice reverse by Du Lacasti Santos.
Restores a 13-point lead.
At 5.
Taller. So Denzel's going to have to play honest defense.
Block from behind there. Ian Pardo with a rejection. The shot of Denzel Wong. Pardo for 3. Got it!
Just a 4-point game, Sandy.
And the third floor showing some signs of life here, down by 4 points. They were down by as many as 17 points.
The Aces might want to burn another timeout.
Now we go to number 4.
The Titans had the league on leading the second unit. Now he's with the starters.
Another wide open lane, Bill.
Yes.
One quarter down, 3 more to go. You're watching
The number 3 spot.
That is one advantage that the Aces will have. In this
because
game.
of the speed.
If they will be able to get transitions.
Gerald
like this.
Anderson
Whoa,
with a look
beautiful
away. What a play there for the Gerald Anderson-led third floor team.
pass. And the lead is down to 9 points.
55 to 40. Team.
And the lead is
Number 2.
Gayosa is now in there for defensive purposes.
And you know both. Oh! King Kong with a slam dunk.
The only thing missing is beating his chest.
And you know, and both teams are not shooting well from long distance here in the second half.
Not in the second half, no. They used it all up in the first half. That's a foul.
And now the number 1 play of the
Yesterday,
day.
7 out of 19 from the field, 2 out of 4 from the line. Inside to 20.
Oh! What a throwdown.
Picture perfect. Dunk there by 20.
Flawed attempt at fronting him. Watch this. Gabriel doesn't have the hops to front him.
Oh, yes.
This is basketball at its best. The Asian Tournament Top 10 play.
We are at the half, and the third floor up by 1, 42. The Titans 41. Sandy Grumo here with Bill Velasco.
Categories and very, very little difference between the two teams, which is not a good sign for the third floor. They're a much more balanced squad than this, missing perhaps a little too many free throws at this point.
All right, the numbers of James Milton, 14 points, 6 out of 11 from the field, and 6 rebounds back in the first half.
Always picks his shots very well, tries to get as close as possible to the basket. And we're still waiting for Titans Pilipinas to come out of their dugout. Looks like this is a very serious moment for them.
And the Titans late in coming back here in the third period. Maybe a tongue lashing from Coach J.R. Kawaling. You know, this is a veteran-laden team.
Oh, yeah.
They're up against the young guns of the Asian tournament.
And Belenchon's on the floor. He's going to get another chance to get his game going.
Caspi with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists.
He's done a tremendous job.
Big numbers for J.J. Caspi.
Yes, he scored, what, 8 or 10 of them in the second quarter alone.
All right, the Titans will have the possession here to start the third period. J.P. Belenchon is yet to explode here in the game.
And the Titans have done a good job of containing Anderson and Yutuk. If not for the foul trouble against Ike, they'd be in better shape.
Gerald Anderson with a steal. Yutuk with a finish.
As you can tell, Anderson, that you took the ball away. 3-point lead. Not the way you want to start the third quarter if you're Titans Pilipinas.
44 to 41. Largest lead of the game was at 6 points. De La Cruz for three is yet to score from downtown and rebounded by Gerald Anderson. Milton slams it home.
Great throw down by Melton. And watch third floor on defense. They're not switching. Very rarely do they switch, only out of necessity. But
Bilinjon dancing, trying to elude Milton. Here is Ike playing with 3 fouls, and he lost it to Ian Pardo.
they put the ball down, and it's a big mistake. Pardo inside, tough squeeze.
And Linda will score.
Early timeout now because Titans sense that they're in trouble. They can't get the ball close to the basket.
We are back here. My name is Sandy Grumo with Bill Velasco, and look at the steal and the finish. Great stop for the third floor, giving them a 7-point lead here.
What's good about that is that Anderson could have taken the shot, but you know he sees that Yutuk needs it more. These two guys scored what, more than 30 points combined yesterday.
48-41 now.
Let's see what adjustments J.R. Kawaling made.
JJ forcing it. Goes out of bounds. Shot clock at 12.
I think it went off 20.
Coming up next, the Aces will take on the Wildcats.
They're going
2:30 p.m.
to pour out their frustrations on the Wildcats. There you go.
They really need 3 from JP Bilinjon.
With Bilinjon, it's just mental, I think. He really just has to focus and hunker down mentally.
8:17 remaining in the third period. Ian Pardo. 3-pointer. Yutuk scores from downtown.
All of a sudden, they jump ahead by 7. Titans have to be careful here because the third quarter has been the strongest quarter of third floor.
Inside pass broken up by James Milton.
Predictable passing there.
Now Ike, his fouls are slowing him here in the game because he has 3.
He doesn't want to take any risks because they need him.
Ike will score downstairs though.
That's more his game.
51-46. Shot clock 15 seconds for the third floor.
Yesterday, third floor is more consistent in hitting the open jumper.
Every foul there downstairs. It's going to be on Pat Chuente. And Linda will go to the line. He was perfect back in the first half, 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. But he was 0 of 2 from the free throw line yesterday. So let's see if he can complete this. We'll turn you over now to Jess Constantino. Jess?
Sandy and Bill, despite the close scoring at the half, the coaches of Titans Pilipinas are happy how the team is limiting the third floor's main guys. Anderson with only 2 points, Milton with about 3 points. For the second half, it's only about the same defense, 1 stop, and quicker ball movement for the Titans Pilipinas. Gentlemen.
All right, there you go. Thank you very much. Jess?
Yes, the game is becoming a question of consistency now. You know, yesterday's win for third floor, that doesn't matter anymore. They can't still be high on that. They have to get back to business.
JJ Caspi. De La Cruz. Belenchon.
Very
JJ.
deep three-point shot.
He ran into a roadblock.
Yes, he spun into trouble.
And it's going to be on Linda.
I think the Titans have to study how they set their screens because it seems to be so easy for third floor to get around them. You really have to let the other player make the contact first before you roll.
Our problem with Ike is his free throw shooting.
Among other things, including his foul trouble.
He's shooting 67% from the free throw line.
Oh,
Ike
boy.
was not even a major factor in yesterday's game versus the Wildcats, though. They've won that ball game 83-56.
Absolutely.
Gerald Anderson for three. This is the third period, by the way, Bill.
And don't look now, it's a 9-point lead already. As we said, the Titans have to be careful in this period.
6.5 remaining.
David De La Cruz really has to step up. He's got to show more leadership in distributing the ball and find a good shot.
And Linda will commit the foul. Three-pointer there from Gerald Anderson, his first in the game.
Remember we told you there would be some letdown, now they're starting to, turn up the heat.
That's an offensive foul.
Oh, yeah.
That's out of frustration, Bill.
Yes, yes.
Because Pardo was,
Sticking too close.
sticking too close. It was like a date.
Is that your experience?
Look at that. Face to face. And
That's hooking. Mark Duligon's much better at that.
oh, yes. Three. You took three. Yes.
It just gave him too much time.
Largest lead of the game, 58-46.
And Titans Pilipinas might need to burn another timeout here.
JJ lost it. Picked up by Ike. He throws it up. Will not get the kind bounce. Twente will score.
All right, great positioning for Twente.
Their offense is in total disarray now, Bill.
Yeah, I think they really have to find somebody who can consistently unburden the rest of the team. Oh,
Linda,
handles.
5 minutes and 20 to go.
I love the way third floor recovers on defense.
Oh, yes.
They're really not allowing any fast breaks here.
Foul is called against Ian Pardo. JJ Caspi.
Caspe is really starting to just look for fouls now. He's not concentrating.
He's not looking for his shot.
Yes.
Look at this.
He's really so frustrated. Well, he got what he wanted. Mark Duligon, by the way, is back in the game. That's what I was talking about. They need somebody to take leadership on offense. They can just hand him the ball and see what he creates.
And they will do it always. Let's see if Mark can bring up the spirit of this team. Caspi. Pushing foul called on Linda.
Too many fouls here for the third floor, like the first quarter. And
It's Bulawan who will be called for the foul.
Eman Monfort has been an underdog most of his life, particularly in basketball. So he knows what he's talking about
Yes.
when he coaches this team.
And back in the day, he has had great teammates and had a great coach.
3 seconds. Linda, he apologizes to the bench. That's a sign of respect. Not all imports will apologize to their bench when they make a mistake. 10-point lead. You can feel the struggle now. The Titans Pilipinas really trying to break out. Oh, there was a push there by Ike.
Oh! Ike is blocked by Linda. He babied it, Bill.
Well, he thought he was in the clear when he got that first up fake.
Yutuk will sit down and Pomoceno back in the game.
Well, Yutuk has done his job. And with their system, they're not really going to change it just because somebody's hot.
And we'll have a review of the call. So let's see what the referee, Garch Ferrer, will do about it.
It will stay with Titans Pilipinas. Well, it was a clear block.
One more time. Titans Pilipinas basketball. Duligo will throw it in.
Oh,
And a bad pass
lazy
by Mark.
pass. Great
Look at
passing.
this.
Great
3
touch
assists
passing.
now for Gerald Anderson. He knows where his teammates are. Oh, JV De La Cruz and Bulawan. Oh, that's the problem because Milton came out of the bench.
Well, he came over to stop the fight. So, but
But it's a
again,
no-no if you're using the FIBA rule.
yes, you're on the bench. Stay there.
Yes. That will become a major problem for them
If the
going,
referees call it.
going into the fourth corner.
They sometimes grant leniency to first offenders.
You know, Gerald Anderson with a good basketball vision. Great IQ. Oh,
Couple of extra motions there on both sides, I think.
oh.
But if you're JV De La Cruz, you're one of the leaders of this team. You shouldn't lose your cool.
I think it's all about frustration, Bill.
Yes.
They're not scoring. They've been struggling to score. It's only JJ Caspi who's scoring for the team. Bilinchon with only one field goal here in the third period.
See, De La Cruz actually threw back his elbow, which caused the retaliation. I don't see what he's upset about. He started it. Still a lot of time, 4 and 16 to go. Third floor in the penalty ahead again. Titans still have 2 fouls to give. But if I were Titans Pilipinas, I would argue against Melton coming onto the floor just to
Yes.
take advantage of the
Yes.
situation.
Because the rule says if there is a commotion there inside, no one from the bench
You should not enter the court.
should not enter the court. So let's hear it from our game or venue announcer. They will write it. Yeah. Referee Garchi Ferrell writing the names of those who came out of the bench.
Uh-oh.
Well, I saw James Milton coming out. It's a 12-point ball game for the third floor with 4:16 remaining.
A lot of hard work went into that lead, partner.
They are reviewing it again to make it sure.
Well, this is a very important game for Titans Pilipinas.
Oh, yeah.
Third floor has a little bit of padding.
Yeah, that's what we are talking about. Who entered the floor?
Yes.
But I saw James Milton coming out. The rest, I really don't know.
Well,
So
they were in front of the bench of Titans Pilipinas, so there'll be quite a few suspects there.
let's see what the decision. All right, we are back here inside the Gameville ballpark, and we are about to hear the announcement, the final announcement or
Final judgment.
final judgment of who came out of the bench for both teams. Let's hear it from Mr. Richard Campos, our venue announcer.
So what's clear as of now is De La Cruz is out of the game. Uh-oh.
All right, here we go. JV De La Cruz and Bulawan is thrown out for fighting.
Yes.
Jethro Sombrero and James Milton also gone for entering the court.
That's very big if you're third floor. Now all your pieces are incomplete. That's very big part, and we still have a quarter and a half practically to go.
Well, the referees they're making their point.
That's the right thing to do. Mental lapse on the part of Milton because he entered the floor, and that's going to cost his team. And for De La Cruz and Pulawan, that's a lesson for them.
Again, JV De La Cruz is gone. And
Just-
also Jeb Bulawan for fighting.
Just when he was getting his game going.
And Jethro Sombrero and James Milton also gone for entering the court.
Now, challenge now for third floor is how to circle the wagons and work together now. Given that they've lost a couple of players.
60-48, a 12-point lead for the third floor, largest in the game.
And we were so worried about Ike's foul trouble, and all of a sudden Milton gets thrown out.
Yes.
But good call by the officials.
Yeah.
You cannot let those things pass, particularly the fighting.
That's why it took them so long to
Yeah.
decide. They review it properly.
And since we have 1,000 cameras from our director, Koyu Panko, it takes a long time. Anyway, back to the action.
JJ Caspi, Kent Ariar, Chibuesa Ike, Mark Doligon, and Brian Mecca.
Ooh. Looked
The
like a
five
clean
there for the Titans Pilipinas. Foul is called against
Nepomuceno. Thought he had a clean steal.
Nepomuceno. So for the third floor, let's take a look at this replay.
I thought it was clean. But he could have caught the piece of the arm.
Well, the third floor, they are in the penalty. Kent Arial will go to the line.
Good opportunity here for Titans Pilipinas. Seize the momentum back from the third floor. The third floor should not panic, not get emotional. Keep on running their system.
Kent Arial goes 2 out of 2. Ujan in the game. Vasquez, Gerald Anderson, Linda, and Nepomuceno, the third floor 5.
Oh, predictable kick out.
Ariar getting the steal there for the Titans Pilipinas and a chance to close the gap here with 3:40 to go in the third period.
Well, in theory, it shouldn't be too much of a problem for third floor since they match up locals against imports anyway.
There's the kick out as Caspi will fire and scores from downtown.
He's been the lone bright light really here for Titans Pilipinas.
And he cuts down the lead to 7 points from a high of 12. Anderson asking for the ball. Nepomuceno trying to get some space. Picked up by Linda. Here is Vasquez for 2. No, it's not an unsportsmanlike foul, but it's a holding foul called against Brian Mecca.
Well, that puts Titans Pilipinas in the penalty, so now they're going to give away free throws.
That's an easy call for referee Garchi Ferrer. So 2 free throws for Ujan.
Now, they've been very consistent with how tightly they're calling this game.
Especially the traveling call. Adzar Ujan scored only 2 points yesterday versus the Aces, 1 out of 3 from the field, and did not go to the free throw line. Played for 4 minutes and 27 seconds.
Well, he's getting more playing time today.
Yes. And he will get more because James Milton is not around anymore.
Yes. So, got to expect some bumps and bruises for the rest of the game.
JJ guarded by Gerald Anderson. Mark Deligon guarded by Jojo Conanan, another immortal. And a bad pass by Deligon.
It's really hard to make up your mind what to do with the ball when you're already in the air.
Ujan, he kicks it out. Conanan, 4-3. And rebounded by JJ Caspi.
It's bothersome to me that the Titans don't have somebody closing out on all the outside shooters of third floor. It's like they're daring them to score.
Foul is on Adzar Ujan. Well, now the third floor in the penalty. Substitution for the Titans. 20 back in the game. And then Marcos back in the game for the third floor, replacing Gerald Anderson.
You know, honestly, I thought this Trente would be back in the game much earlier because it would have taken advantage of the fact that Milton's gone.
Gerald Anderson, before this game, he averaged 17.5 points a game. But now he scored only 2 points, but with 3 assists.
Yes. You know, you have to let the game come to you also. You can't expect, like,
Yes.
We have a saying here that not every day is Christmas. You know, yesterday and the day before, it was Christmas for him.
Chibueze Ike.
But, you know, even with a low-scoring game today, he'll still end up averaging in double figures for this leg.
Marcos brings it down. Mecca keeping an eye on him. There's the frontal assault. Blocked there.
I think he didn't explore all options on that play.
It's blocked by JJ Caspi, and Caspi brings it across.
Down to a 6-point advantage for third floor.
Doligon.
Look at the size advantage now of Titans Pilipinas.
And the Titans 2 within 4, 61-47. Timeout brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. That's Mark Doligon, always a creator for the team and the leader of the Titans Pilipinas.
Especially now that De La Cruz has been tossed from the game. And they should just really hand the ball to Doligon and let him work one-on-one because I don't see anybody on the side of third floor who can really match up well with him on defense.
A minute 46 remaining in the third period. Marcos. Ujan comes out of screen. Marcos not using it. Mecca on him.
They're trying to find an opening.
The extra pass into the corner we go for 3. And the long rebound by Brian Mecca.
This is not a standard 5 for third floor. They're just trying to ride out this the end of this third quarter.
They led as many as 12, but the Titans able to come back here. Last touch. And yeah, it's Espanola who touched the ball last.
9 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
1 minute 12 to go. Duligon, one-handed shot. Pat Chuante. And Linda getting that basketball for the third floor.
That's not really Trente's shot. He's more of a mid-range jump shooter.
Ujan comes out of screen now. Marcos is using it. It's the kick out, the three. Yes!
That's very important. So the rebounding disadvantage now of third floor.
JJ Espanola with his first three here in the game. 34 seconds to go.
7-point lead now. This is really, something they should be grateful for, given the situation.
Caspi. Ball stays with Titans Pilipinas. It's the JJ3. JJ Caspi. Linda the rebound.
A little too fancy there. Overshot.
This could be the final shot of the third quarter for the third floor. Marcos shoots over Mark Duligon. And this quarter comes to an end with the Titans coming back 64-57. That's the luxury box there. And we can see Alex Kolchenko.
That's Mount Rushmore.
Alex Kolchenko. And let's take a look at our face of the crowd, brought to you by Erase Beauty Care, Polly Roque. All right.
She's been here every day.
Yes. She is our face of the crowd and the winner of the Erase Beauty product.
It's so ironic that they give the beautiful people more of the beauty products, and
Not us.
those of us
Not
who are
me.
not so beautiful don't get any.
And why is that, Mr. Koyopanko?
I think it's because they think we have no hope.
And a quick I don't know from Mr. Robert the Bruce Yopanko. All right, here we go. This is the fourth quarter. The Titans trailing here against the third floor. The third floor looking for their third win. A perfect 2-0 coming into this ball game for the third floor.
That's bombing the basketball. He was thinking of passing it and instead continued his dribble. And they got to hold it together. I mean, they're still in the lead. They've recovered somewhat from the shock of losing one of their imports.
9 minutes 40 to go. And Trente with no problem scoring downstairs.
Lenda is having to work double time here to cover everybody who comes into the paint.
Almost a minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Our last day here at Gameville before we go to Bangkok on January 2 for the continuation of the winter tournament. We'll be awarding the most improved player, the most valuable player, the coach of the year, Mythical 5, the executive of the year.
Lepalam comes into the game and they need him now. He didn't play at all in the
Well, he started the
second.
game.
Yeah, he started in the game, then he disappeared into the bench.
Yes.
Well, they need somebody with size to match up against Chuente,
Two immortals.
like us. There's got to be a double team here.
Konana trying to defend Duligon, and Duligon missing the jump hook.
I don't understand why he's so in love with that one-handed shot.
Kunanan being chased down by Caspi. He tossed it up.
Oh,
Not getting the bounce. Rebounded by EK.
That was just a come what may kind of shot.
Yes.
They got to be careful. Their lead is only 5 points.
And again, the third floor will be playing minus James Milton, who was thrown out back in the third quarter for going inside the court after the altercation between JV De La Cruz and Bulawan. 3 underway. That's good. Española from downtown.
That's big, as we said, relieve some of the pressure.
67-59. Caspi was momentarily open. Did not take the shot. Here is Mark Duligon.
I think he's gone cold now.
Draws the double coverage. Back out to Caspi for 3.
That's a gamble on the part of third floor.
JJ with 2 triples here. Linda. Battle for the rebound. Won by 20.
Wow.
Foul is called on JJ. 7 minutes, 21 to go. Jojo Konana will go back to the bench. Jay Yutuk, a major factor coming back here in the game. Fourth quarter, 7 minutes and 21 to go.
Oh, they need some of the explosiveness of Yutuk here because they're a little lost on offense.
7:15 to go. Caspi, 15 points here in the game. Duligon.
Good hang time there.
Still has that hang time move.
A little bit.
A little hang time move.
6-point lead now. They go inside to Linda's getting frustrated because he's not able to convert, not really getting the ball in prime position.
Pardo apologizing to the bench. A turnover for the third floor. 67-61, I say. 6-point game. By the way, we are live on the Asian Tournament YouTube channel, the Nudge Plus Facebook page also, and Alio Channel 23.
6.5 remaining. Only 1 foul committed by either team in this quarter. That's unusual.
Ooh.
Nobody wants to get thrown out anymore.
And in the first 3 quarters, both teams getting...
Easily getting into penalty.
yes, and at the line is JJ Caspi. Again, our last game here at Gameville will be at 2:30 p.m. today. And it's going to be the Wildcats and the Aces.
That's going to be interesting. Let's see if the Wildcats will change their game plan and have something special for the Aces.
Gerald Anderson in the game now already.
Picked up his dribble a little too
Look at
soon.
Gerald Anderson, he's everywhere. Shot clock at 4. He's very aggressive. Only 2 points here in the game, but with 3 assists. He scored 2 points in the first half. And a timeout will be called. This timeout is brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. $67-63.
And you'll notice it's pretty standard for third floor to use a timeout to set up the last shot of a quarter.
4.6 to go. And Gerald Anderson will throw it in for the third floor. Lipalam back to Gerald Anderson. He kind of forced the shot.
Yes, he did. And I don't think they can really afford that right now. They're only up by 4. Yutok guarding Duligon, but sagging into the paint now.
Caspi suddenly very cold here in the fourth quarter, but Twente will score. That is his second field goal here in the fourth.
That is his staple. Two-point
Bilenchon
game. 2-point game.
is guarding Gerald Anderson, and no problem for Gerald to score.
Well, if the 3-point shot isn't working, then you really have to get closer to the basket.
Gerald Anderson now with 4 points.
Caspi is probably the most confident player on the Titans right now. He knows nobody can stop him one-on-one.
And Lipalam committing the foul.
Very unnecessary. They were nowhere near scoring position.
And that's the third for the third floor.
69-65, and one more, they'll be in the penalty. Still half of the fourth quarter remaining. Bilenchon bothered there.
Rattles out. Foul from behind. It's on. Lipalam.
This is where they're starting to miss Milton's presence, because he's a very solid rebounder for his size.
And it slowed them a little bit here. They're not running. They're not scoring.
I think this is the first time they're experiencing
Scoring drought.
Yeah, scoring drought.
Twente missing on his first. This is just a 4-point ball game. Now it's a 3-point ball game, 69-66. The Titans playing now without Javier de la Cruz, was thrown out
Yes.
earlier in the third period for fighting against Jeb Bulawan.
It's not that big a problem for Titans Pilipinas because they have many solid scoring options.
Damarkai Linda, rebounded by Twente.
He's been off the mark with that jump hook. We have another thriller shaping up here in the TAT Winter Tournament. Oh,
That's a goaltending.
That's goaltending on Linda. And we were talking about the screening. That was a really solid screen there, so Duligon was able to get away.
The league scoring there for the Titans Pilipinas
1-point
to
game.
cut the lead down to 169-68. And without James Milton, the third floor experiencing a scoring drought here in the fourth quarter.
And they threw the ball away. They might want to shuffle the lineup, get some of the more senior players on the floor.
Duligon. Yutok guarding. Duligon with a strong move, and he is fouled.
Trying to do an Air Jordan.
Post.
His pose. That's the fourth time he's taken that one-handed shot, and he's only made one. But this time around, he'll get 2 gift shots. One for Christmas, one for New Year.
I thought it was gift checks.
We wish.
Under 4 minutes remaining. And Duligon tying this ball game at 69-all. It's really true when you said that they really needed Duligon to be on fire here in the fourth quarter. And
Yeah.
yes,
Take over the game.
it's taking over the games, scoring now 6 points in the fourth quarter alone.
Now the problem is the opposite for third floor. Who is going to take charge? Who's going to take the big shots?
Well, JP Bilanchon holding on to Damarkai Linda.
As if Linda owed him money.
Well, total free throws. Look at the third floor, 10 out of 17. The Titans, 20 of 24.
That's a lot of free throws. And we're not done yet.
3 minutes and 33 to go. Picked up by McCoy Marcos.
10 seconds on the clock.
McCoy, he kicks it out to Jay Utuk for three. And it's an air ball.
Yeah, there's a lot of distraction on that play. And now chance for the Titans to build on this 1-point lead. A lot of mismatches in their favor.
J.J. Caspi. Fouled by McCoy Marcos. They are in the penalty already, so they're giving J.J. Caspi 2 free throws here.
And you know, those are the signs of youth and immaturity. When you're reaching in, you're getting frustrated, and you're panicking.
J.J. Caspi will go to the line to shoot 2.
His confidence is very high
Usually
right now.
comes off the bench. Now he's part of the starting 5 for the Titans Pilipinas. Now it's a 2-point game, 71-69. J.J. Spanyola in the game with Gerald Anderson, Linda, Utok, and Portales. That's a 3-pointer from Gerald Anderson.
Big shot, ties the game.
72-72.
That should give them a little emotional lift.
7 points now for Gerald Anderson. 5 points in this quarter alone. Scored only 2 points back in the first. Caspi will try to answer.
Whoa.
And he gets it from downtown.
The Titans are showing their potential in this game, that they can be unbeatable.
2 minutes and 20 to go. 15 of the 24. Foul is on JJ.
Active shooting, so Espanola will take 2. Very patient offense there by third floor.
Oh, so they will give JJ Spanyola the gift to score at the free throw line.
That's what I said, partner.
And that's why the Titans Pilipinas, they were arguing the call.
Yes.
JJ Espanola.
Very close game, partner.
3-pointer here in the fourth quarter. Goes 2 out of 2. 5 points in this quarter alone for JJ Espanola.
1-point game, and you know, if I were the third floor, I'd concentrate on getting one good stop. But so many offensive weapons on the part of Titans Pilipinas.
1 minute and 55. EK.
That's what they've been missing in the post-up. Great positioning by EK.
77-74.
Test of will for third floor.
JJ will not score. Rebounded by EK. Duligon brings it across.
Now the luxury of time is in the hands of Titans Pilipinas.
And what a performance by JJ Caspi. 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. His biggest scoring output so far here in the Asian tournament. 4-3, Caspi misfires.
A little too much to ask for.
Last touch. No, because we are now in the final 2 minutes.
Yes,
It's
they have to review the
automatic
call.
review if there's an out of bounds.
Yes, it's for me. It's not clear that Portales touched the ball before it went out of bounds. So we'll take another look at it. But very important possession, because if Titans keeps the ball and scores here, it's a 5-point lead. And you only have a minute plus to go.
The officials, they're reviewing because we are now in the final 2 minutes of the game. So ball stays with Titans Pilipinas. Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Very crucial possession here for Titans Pilipinas.
And they're giving it to the veteran Mark Duligon.
Trying to get the baseline on YouTube.
5 seconds
Uh-oh.
remaining in the shot clock. Duligon rises up for 2 and rising to the occasion.
Sigh of relief on the part of the Titans, and third floor has to talk things over. They must score on this next possession.
This timeout is brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. Nice shot for Mark Duligon, rising up to the occasion. And they really need him in this game.
Oh, yes. And you notice they've
Without him early in the first 3 quarters, they were nothing.
and they practically abandoned the 3-point shot in the last few minutes.
79-74. It's a 5-point lead for the Titans with 1 minute and 1 remaining. JJ Espanola will throw it in for the third floor. Anderson.
Great defense here by Titans Pilipinas.
They're switching. Anderson. Lost it.
Oh,
And again, they will review.
crucial play there. Anderson went up with nowhere to go.
Well, it was a bungled play for the third floor.
See, too many defenders there collapsing around him. But again, we always say, this is a young team. They will learn. They've gotten 2 big wins so far.
Yep.
And they'll still be in first place, even if they go on to lose this game. But they will be in a tie for first place. And whatever happens, the Wildcats will either be in a tie in second place by themselves or third place by themselves.
Well, the Wildcats will play the Aces at 2:30 p.m.
That's going to be a big one because the Aces are still upset about yesterday when they lost to the third floor.
Well, they were ahead by 15 points in the first half. Lost
Yes.
the third period 28-12.
Really in the unfamiliar position of losing. They've been so dominant. They've only lost 1 game in the last 2 legs.
So it's going to be Titans basketball after the review. They're giving it to Mark Duligon. Mark Doligon is very good in defending the ball.
Yes, protecting it using his body. Their aim here is to use up as much time as they can, but they have to score too.
Doligon.
Might go for a 2-for-1 here.
JP.
Oh no.
Back
There's
out
the
to JP.
rebound. And now all they have to do is burn some clock here. Make it impossible for third floor to get 2 possessions.
One-handed shot. Oh, what a shot! Mark Doligon.
Well, he's making me eat my words. That's the talent that he has.
81-74.
Totally unnecessary foul there. They could have just let the clock run out. Even if third floor had scored, it wouldn't make a difference.
One-handed shot from far away.
It's just the kind of talent that he has.
81-74 is our score. The Titans looking for their second win here. The three, very short, 6 seconds to go. The three. So it's a win for the Titans.
And
2-1 here in the Manila leg.
So they are now temporarily sharing first place with third floor.
Yes.
Now let's see if the Aces can join them.
Yeah. So it's a very important game for the Aces later on at 2:30 p.m. And our move of the game. This is the move of the game, the move of Mark Doligon, the chief of the Titans.
That really put the game away.
And exploding in the fourth quarter, Bill.
True.
But
Again.
it is our, it's JJ Caspi, who's the best player of the game. The final score, 81 for the Titans. The third floor, 74.
Yes, Caspi really gave them a lift, kept them in the game,
Yep.
gave them the lead, and especially the middle part of the game.
Here's JJ Caspi exploding for 25 points.
Little
Is
bit
it 25?
A little bit of everything.
Now I'll turn you over to Jess Constantino. Jess.
Yes, our best player of the game from Titans Pilipinas, JJ Caspe, with 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. JJ, we're really wondering how did the flow and rotation of the team change when De La Cruz and Sombrero got thrown out during the third quarter?
Usually, yung offense kasi ng kalaban kay Milton talaga pupunta. Kaya nung nalaman namin na kasama siya sa na-thrown out, we take advantage of it. And yun nga, si Coach, pinatake lang kami ng pinatake. At ayun naman, nagbunga naman yung ni Coach sa amin.
JJ, you seem so composed during the whole second half, knowing JV De La Cruz is not playing with you guys anymore. What was the role, or how did your experience actually played or helped you in staying composed in crucial times like that?
Sobra kasi tiwala ni Coach JR sa akin eh. Kaya I'm thankful kay Coach kasi ganun siya sa akin. And also sa iba din naman eh. Kaya pag open talaga kami, we take it.
Indeed, you've given the trust of Coach J.R. Kawaling paid, because of this win. Do you have anyone to greet today?
Unang-una, nagpapasalamat kami kay... nabubulol ako. Thankful ako kay Lord. Binigay niya sa amin yung panalo. And also, quick shoutout lang sa mga sponsors namin. Yan, Sunset View, kay Boss Brotherhood, Gold's Gym, Grumpy's Joe, and also my wife and my daughter. Hi. Thank you.
Thank you, JJ, and congratulations again. Happy New Year in advance. Back to you, Sandy and Bill.
Thank you very much, Jess Constantino and Bill Velasco. So a big win for the Titans, defeating the third floor. So they're both tied at 2-1. Coming up next, the Aces versus the Wildcats at 2:30 p.m. My name is Sandy Grumo. Mayong hapon, kaninyong tanan.